Pandas, exploring the life of China's gentle giants. Welcome message. Welcome to Emperor Nature, where we delve into the fascinating wonders of wildlife and nature. Today, we will embark on an in-depth journey to explore the life of the beloved panda. The panda is one of the world's most cherished animals, known for its adorable looks and unique bamboo diet. Join us as we uncover everything about the panda, its habitat, behavior, challenges, and conservation efforts. Get ready to learn more about the gentle giant that continues to capture the hearts of people worldwide. Introduction. The panda, also known as the giant panda, is one of the most iconic animals on Earth. Native to the mountainous regions of central China, the panda is a symbol of conservation and wildlife protection. The word panda is derived from the Nepalese word ponya, which means bamboo eater, reflecting the panda's unique diet. Pandas are instantly recognizable with their distinct black and white fur, which helps them blend into their natural forested habitat. The panda is a member of the bear family, Ursidae, but it differs greatly from other bears in terms of diet and behavior. Unlike most bears, the panda is a specialized herbivore, with over 99% of its diet consisting of bamboo. The panda is classified as a vulnerable species, but due to extensive conservation efforts, its numbers are slowly recovering. Pandas are often considered symbols of peace and friendship, and they hold special cultural significance in China. The panda has been featured in Chinese folklore for centuries, symbolizing strength, resilience, and harmony with nature. In this video, we will explore every aspect of the panda's life, including its habitat, diet, adaptations, and the challenges it faces. Section 1. Panda Habitat. The natural habitat of the panda is the temperate forests found in central China. These forests are located in the provinces of Sichuan, Shanxi, and Gansu, which are rich in bamboo, the panda's primary food source. Pandas inhabit high-altitude mountainous regions, typically at elevations ranging from 4,000 to 11,000 feet above sea level. The dense bamboo forests provide the perfect cover for the panda, as well as a consistent food supply throughout the year. The cool climate of the mountainous regions helps keep the panda comfortable, as they have a thick coat of fur to protect them from the cold. Pandas are highly specialized animals that have evolved to thrive in these remote, high-altitude forests. The panda's habitat is characterized by steep terrain, which can make conservation efforts challenging. These regions are also home to a variety of other species, making them ecologically important for biodiversity. The fragmentation of the panda's habitat due to human activities poses a significant threat to the species' survival. Despite these challenges, efforts have been made to create protected areas and reserves for the panda to ensure its long-term survival. Section 2. Panda Diet. The panda is known for its highly specialized diet, which consists mainly of bamboo. Bamboo makes up over 99% of the panda's diet, with the remaining 1% consisting of other vegetation and occasionally small animals. Pandas eat bamboo shoots, leaves, and stems, with a preference for young shoots that are rich in nutrients. The panda has developed unique adaptations to help it consume bamboo, such as strong jaws and molars for crushing bamboo stalks. Bamboo is low in nutrients, which means the panda has to consume large quantities of it, up to 40 pounds per day. The panda spends most of its day eating, dedicating around 10 to 16 hours to feeding in order to meet its energy needs. Pandas have a modified wrist bone, often referred to as a pseudo thumb, which helps them grasp and hold bamboo while feeding. In addition to bamboo, pandas have occasionally been observed eating other vegetation, such as flowers and grasses. The panda's digestive system is more similar to that of a carnivore, which means it has to consume large amounts of bamboo to obtain sufficient nutrients. This unique dietary specialization makes the panda highly dependent on bamboo forests, which is why habitat loss poses such a significant threat to their survival. Section 3. Panda Behavior and Social Life. The panda is a solitary animal, spending most of its life alone, except during the mating season and when raising cubs. Pandas communicate with each other through vocalizations, scent markings, and body language, especially during mating season. The panda has a relaxed and laid-back lifestyle, spending much of its time eating and resting to conserve energy. Despite their solitary nature, pandas are not territorial and often share overlapping home ranges with other pandas. The mating season for pandas occurs between March and May, during which males and females come together briefly to mate. Panda cubs are born after a gestation period of about 95 to 160 days, typically between August and September. A newborn panda cub is tiny, weighing only about 3 to 5 ounces, which is about 1/900th of the mother's size. The mother panda is highly protective of her cub, dedicating months to caring for and nurturing the young until it can survive on its own. Pandas are known for their gentle demeanor, but they are capable of defending themselves if threatened, using their strong jaws and claws. The solitary behavior of pandas is largely due to their diet. Since bamboo is not energy-rich, they cannot afford to share food resources with others. Section 4. Physical and behavioral adaptations. The panda has evolved several unique adaptations that enable it to thrive in its bamboo-filled habitat. The panda's distinctive black and white fur serves as camouflage, helping it blend into the forest's light and dark patches. Pandas have powerful molar teeth and jaw muscles, which allow them to crush and grind tough bamboo stalks efficiently. The pseudo-thumb of the panda is a modified wrist bone that acts as a thumb, enabling the panda to grasp bamboo while eating. The thick, woolly fur of the panda helps keep it warm in the cold, high-altitude forests it inhabits. Pandas have strong climbing abilities, which help them navigate their mountainous habitat and escape potential predators. The digestive system of the panda is more typical of a carnivore, but it has adapted to a herbivorous diet by developing a high tolerance for cellulose. The panda's large size and slow metabolism are also adaptations that help it conserve energy, given the low nutritional value of bamboo. Pandas are crepuscular, meaning they are most active during dawn and dusk, which helps them avoid the hottest parts of the day. The panda's adaptations are specialized to such an extent that they are uniquely suited to their environment, making habitat conservation critical to their survival. Section 5. Challenges faced by pandas. The panda faces numerous challenges in the wild, primarily due to habitat loss and fragmentation. Deforestation for agriculture and infrastructure development has significantly reduced the panda's natural habitat. The fragmentation of bamboo forests means that pandas are often isolated, with limited access to food and potential mates. Climate change also poses a threat to the panda, as it affects bamboo growth, which is the primary food source for pandas. Human activities, such as poaching, have historically contributed to the decline of panda populations, though poaching has decreased due to strict regulations. The panda's low reproductive rate is another challenge, as females are only fertile for a short period each year, making population recovery slow. Habitat corridors are needed to connect fragmented forests, allowing pandas to move freely and access different bamboo species. The panda is also vulnerable to diseases, both in the wild and in captivity, which can have significant impacts on small populations. Efforts are being made to mitigate these challenges through conservation programs, habitat restoration, and the establishment of protected areas. Despite these challenges, the panda is a conservation success story, with its population gradually increasing due to extensive efforts by organizations and governments. Section 6. Conservation efforts for pandas. The panda has become a global symbol of wildlife conservation, and extensive efforts have been made to protect and conserve this beloved species. Conservation initiatives for pandas have included establishing nature reserves in China's Sichuan, Shanxi, and Gansu provinces, where they can live freely in their natural habitat. There are now over 60 panda reserves in China, covering large areas of bamboo forest to ensure the panda has access to ample food and space. Captive breeding programs have played an essential role in boosting the panda population, particularly since pandas have low reproductive rates. The China Conservation and Research Center for the Giant Panda has been at the forefront of efforts to increase the panda population through successful breeding programs. Artificial insemination has also been used to improve breeding success, as female pandas are only fertile for about 2 to 3 days each year. Reintroduction. Programs are helping to release captive-bred pandas back into the wild, which is an important step in restoring wild populations. The panda was once listed as endangered, but thanks to these efforts, it has been downlisted to vulnerable on the IUCN Red List, indicating a positive trend. The panda is protected under Chinese law, and conservation has become a national priority, reflecting the cultural importance of this species. Public awareness campaigns have also helped, as more people around the world are now aware of the panda's plight and are contributing to conservation efforts. Section 7. The cultural significance of pandas. The panda holds a special place in Chinese culture, where it is seen as a symbol of peace, friendship, and good fortune. Pandas have been part of Chinese folklore and have been depicted in artwork, poetry, and stories for centuries, representing harmony with nature. The Chinese government has used pandas as symbols of diplomatic goodwill, gifting them to other countries, a practice known as panda diplomacy. Pandas were considered rare and mystical animals in ancient China, believed to have healing powers, and their black and white fur was thought to symbolize yin and yang. Today, pandas are featured prominently in popular culture, including movies, cartoons, and toys, which has helped to raise awareness of their conservation. The panda is also the official logo of the World Wildlife Fund, WWF, making it a global ambassador for wildlife protection. In China, the panda is often associated with a gentle demeanor and symbolizes balance, reflecting the animal's calm nature. Pandas have become beloved animals worldwide, and their gentle, docile nature makes them popular ambassadors for conservation campaigns. The cultural significance of pandas has played a key role in rallying support for conservation efforts, both within China and globally. The image of the panda has come to represent the importance of biodiversity and the urgent need to protect endangered species. Section 8. Panda cubs and reproduction. The reproductive cycle of the panda is unique and presents several challenges, both in the wild and in captivity. Female pandas are only fertile for 2 to 3 days each year, making successful mating opportunities rare. During the mating season, male pandas compete for the attention of a female, and they may engage in vocalizations and scent marking to attract her. After mating, the female panda has a gestation period that lasts anywhere from 95 to 160 days, depending on various factors. A panda cub is born extremely small, pink, and hairless, weighing only about 3 to 5 ounces, one of the smallest newborns relative to the size of its mother among mammals. The mother panda is extremely protective of her cub, holding it close for warmth and nursing it frequently to ensure its survival. Panda cubs develop slowly, opening their eyes at around 45 days and starting to crawl at about 3 months old. For the first few months of life, the panda cub is entirely dependent on its mother, who will carry, feed, and protect it. The bond between a mother panda and her cub is strong, and she dedicates about 18 months to caring for her young before it becomes more independent. In captivity, breeding pandas can be challenging due to their low fertility, but scientists have developed techniques to help increase the success rate of cube births. Section 9. Panda communication and social interaction. While pandas are mostly solitary animals, they do communicate with one another, especially during mating season or when they are raising cubs. Pandas use vocalizations including bleats, honks, growls, and huffs to communicate with other pandas when necessary. The bleating sound of a panda is often compared to the sound of a goat and is used as a friendly form of communication. Pandas also communicate through scent marking, which involves rubbing their scent glands against trees, rocks, and other surfaces to mark their territory. Scent marking helps pandas convey information about their identity, reproductive status, and territory to other pandas. Despite being solitary, pandas are not aggressive towards one another unless they are competing for mates or food resources. When pandas do interact, their body language plays an important role in conveying their intentions and avoiding conflict. Panda cubs interact extensively with their mothers, learning essential survival skills such as climbing, feeding, and recognizing danger. The social structure of pandas is loose, with individuals having overlapping home ranges, allowing them to coexist peacefully without frequent direct interaction. The communication methods of pandas are simple compared to other social animals, reflecting their solitary lifestyle and reliance on scent for maintaining awareness of others in the area. Section 10. Physical characteristics of pandas. The physical appearance of the panda is one of the reasons it is so beloved, with its distinctive black and white fur pattern. The panda's black and white fur helps it blend into its natural environment, which consists of dense forests and patches of light and shadow. The black patches around the panda's eyes are believed to help it communicate with other pandas by enhancing its facial expressions. The panda's eyes have vertical slit pupils, similar to those of cats, which may help them see well in their dimly lit forest habitat. Pandas have powerful jaw muscles that attach to the top of their skull, giving them the strength to crush tough bamboo stalks. The panda's pseudo thumb, a modified wrist bone, allows it to grasp bamboo, which is essential for its feeding behavior. Pandas have large molar teeth, which are well suited for grinding and crushing bamboo into digestible pieces. The panda's tail is relatively short, measuring about 4 to 6 inches in length, and is covered in fur to keep it warm. Pandas have thick, woolly fur that keeps them warm in their cool, high-altitude habitat, where temperatures can drop significantly. The overall body shape of the panda is bulky, with strong limbs that allow it to climb trees and navigate the steep, mountainous terrain of its habitat. Section 11. Threats posed by climate change. Climate change poses a significant threat to the panda population, affecting both its food supply and natural habitat. As global temperatures rise, the distribution of bamboo, which is the primary food source for the panda, is affected. Bamboo forests are sensitive to temperature changes, and climate shifts can reduce the availability of bamboo in areas where pandas live. A reduction in bamboo availability forces pandas to move to new areas in search of food, which increases competition and the risk of human conflict. The specialized diet of the panda makes it particularly vulnerable to changes in bamboo growth, as they rely on bamboo for more than 99% of their diet. Climate change can also increase the frequency of extreme weather events, such as droughts and floods, which directly impact the bamboo forests that sustain pandas. Pandas are well adapted to living in cool, mountainous environments, but rising temperatures can make these areas less suitable for their survival. The fragmentation of bamboo habitats due to both climate change and human activities leaves pandas more isolated and less able to migrate to new areas. Protecting pandas from the impacts of climate change requires conserving their habitat and restoring bamboo forests to ensure a stable food supply. Efforts to mitigate the impacts of climate change on pandas also include reducing carbon emissions and working to maintain the health of mountain ecosystems. Section 12. Panda Conservation Success Stories. The conservation of the panda is one of the greatest success stories in wildlife protection, thanks to dedicated efforts by the Chinese government and conservation organizations. The establishment of protected panda reserves has helped to secure and expand the natural habitats of pandas, allowing their population to slowly recover. The population of wild pandas has increased to over 1,800 individuals, reflecting the success of various conservation measures taken over the years. Captive breeding programs have played a crucial role in increasing the panda population, with many cubs successfully born in captivity and reintroduced to the wild. One of the major milestones in panda conservation was the downlisting of the species from endangered to vulnerable on the IUCN Red List in 2016. China's Giant Panda National Park, which spans over 10,000 square miles, was established to connect fragmented habitats and provide pandas with larger areas to roam and find food. The collaboration between China and international conservation organizations, such as WWF, has raised awareness and provided financial support for panda conservation initiatives. Panda diplomacy, the practice of sending pandas to other countries' zoos as a gesture of goodwill, has also helped raise awareness and funding for conservation efforts. In recent years, several pandas have been reintroduced into the wild, which is a significant step towards boosting the wild panda population. The success of panda conservation serves as a model for other species conservation programs, showing that dedicated efforts can make a positive difference for endangered animals. Section 13. How pandas impact ecosystems. The role of the panda in its ecosystem is more significant than many people realize, as it contributes to maintaining the health and diversity of the forest. By eating large amounts of bamboo, pandas help to keep bamboo growth in check, preventing any single species of bamboo from dominating the forest. Pandas help promote the regeneration of bamboo by spreading seeds and breaking down bamboo plants, which facilitates new growth. The presence of pandas indicates a healthy forest ecosystem, as they require specific conditions, plentiful bamboo and clean water, to survive. Pandas play an important role in nutrient cycling within their ecosystem, as their droppings provide organic matter that enriches the soil and supports plant growth. By protecting the habitat of the panda, conservationists are also protecting a variety of other species that share the same forest environment. The dense bamboo forests where pandas live are also home to other unique wildlife, such as the red panda, the golden snub-nosed monkey, and a variety of bird species. The conservation of panda habitats benefits the entire forest ecosystem, helping to preserve biodiversity and protect critical resources like water and soil. Pandas act as umbrella species, meaning that conservation efforts focused on protecting pandas also benefit many other species within the same habitat. The role of the panda in its ecosystem underscores the importance of protecting this species, not only for its own sake, but for the health of the entire forest environment. Section 14. Interesting facts about pandas. The panda has a unique set of physical and behavioral traits that make it one of the most fascinating animals on Earth. Did you know that the panda spends up to 16 hours a day eating bamboo? Due to the low nutritional value of bamboo, pandas need to eat constantly to stay healthy. Pandas have 6 fingers on each paw, including a pseudo thumb, which helps them grasp and manipulate bamboo while eating. The panda's fur is not only black and white for aesthetic purposes, it serves as camouflage, allowing the panda to blend into its forest habitat. The panda's diet is 99% bamboo, but in rare instances, it has been observed eating other vegetation, fish, or small animals. Unlike other bears, the panda does not hibernate in the winter, but instead moves to lower elevations where temperatures are milder. The panda is an excellent tree climber, and cubs begin practicing climbing skills as early as 5 months old to help escape predators. Despite their size, pandas are quite agile and can move quickly when they need to, especially when climbing trees or navigating steep terrain. The panda's scientific name, Ailuropoda melanoleuca, means black and white catfoot, a fitting description for their unique appearance. Pandas are known for their gentle nature, but they are capable of defending themselves if threatened, using their powerful jaws and sharp claws.